spear chatting incessantly through your head at like 1,000,000 miles a minute. And it gives you such a headache that you... Yeah, it's like the most annoying thing you've ever heard in your entire life.
I'm like, Vincent, we good?
I kind of let go because it's hurting, and I'm like, 1 second, friend.
I hear half of that conversation, I would assume, right?
No, you don't hear any of it.
Oh, okay.
Littlefoot, what was that, man? What's going on?
My brother has arrived. There is much to be discussed.
All
We
right,
have not
do you
spoken
guys...
for 500 years. We have a lot to catch up on.
I believe it, and I encourage this, but you will be together for a little while. Do you mind slowing it down so you don't melt my brain?
I'm sorry that you think so slowly.
I am too, friend. Is that a yes, though, in your weird, kind of mean way?
No, I cannot slow down my speed.
Then, alright, I'll just do what I can, I guess. So I grab the hammer again. Do I bear this? I'm not gonna just die right now, Neal, but...
You're not gonna die, but it's like... Imagine
I can't hear anything else, right?
Like really hungover all day long.
Alright. I guess
Like-
I'm just really hungover then while this is
Yeah,
going
it's
on.
the most annoying thing ever.
Okay, so that's going on.
Yeah, I hand that to him. Or wait, we haven't even left the town yet. We should... We leave town and make way towards Windcell, Neal.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's when I hand it over to him. That's where this is going on, outside of town.
I can't modulate my voice, Neal, because they're talking so loud, so I'm like, alright, friend, thanks, just, hurry back. Hurry back would be great.
Before we get there, as you guys are walking towards the boats, you hear bells start to go off. Like actual like bells in the city. Like the bells from the keep, and then they kind of spread out everywhere else.
I kind of... I motion the party to keep walking forward, but I look for any guards around us to see what they're doing.
I guess since I'm not quite in headache mode just yet, then I ask someone nearby to say, what's the bells? What's that about?
I don't know, some sort of warning.
Is that the invasion bells?
I don't know, it's warning bells. Can't really tell you more than that right now.
You seem pretty chill about it, friend.
Well, they just started fucking going off, dude, and I don't know, it could be like there's an invasion coming, or it could be... I don't know, shit.
Yeah, man.
Look,
Where'd you get that sick hash you got?
You really want to know, I got a guy.
All right, thank you, friend. Thank you. We're fine.
I say we should just make way for the docks. If anyone's trying to invade, they're going to do by water, since this place is surrounded, so let's just head that way. And hope that this is not of last night's.
Well, as we're walking, Neal, I'm looking for guards or something, someone official to ask what's going on.
Okay. You don't really see any guards until you get down towards the docks, and then you see a shit ton of them. And they have cordoned off all of the docks. All of the piers are blocked off.
Say, friend, what's going on? What's the bells? We're just passing by, so we don't know what this means.
I don't know. It seems like something happened, and they're trying to lock down the whole city right now. They're saying no ships or boats can leave until they've figured something out. I don't know what the hell's going on though.
That's all your orders then? Just that no one leaves?
Wait, are you
don't
asking
know.
an actual guard? I thought you were asking a random townsperson.
Oh no, it was a guard. I went up to one of the guards.
Oh, okay. He says, city's on lockdown. No one's allowed to leave.
All right. That's all you can tell me, friend.
That's all I can tell you.
Okay, thank you. I look at the party and say, well,
Do you guys feel like mourning about Mr. Tugwiggles in the room together?
what?
And by that I mean doing a portal.
No, I don't think we should use that too terribly much. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I've actually gotten a little bit older.
Ooh,
and,
actually, yeah. I don't want my spirit to die. Also, I
Neal,
would
how
be
do we do
pretty
this, by the way? Because I get more handsome as I get older. Should I roll for charisma, or is that just naturally going to happen?
It just stays as it is.
All right.
And am I getting pudgier in my old age, or do I stay?
I mean,
It's 2 years, guy.
since the campaign started, everyone has aged 3 years. Actually, I think you aged 1 year from the portal before.
Didn't I also
I
cast
aged.
haste on someone? And they
Yes,
aged
I
too?
aged 1
Yeah.
year. of that.
Yeah. So there have been a few non-standard aging things, but Breger, you're 159. I think you started at 156 or 155. So
Right.
for you, it's not that big of a deal. It really only shows up in Vincent.
I've only aged 1 year, because I wasn't there for any of those.
JP's current character that's still
Yeah,
alive is only aged 1 year.
exactly. Exactly. I didn't want to bring that up. I was just making it known that it's been a year. Um, all right. Well, I see Vincent ask the guard that, and I asked the guard, like, are you asking people to return to their homes? Where, like, what's standard procedure here? We're new to this town. We have no idea what's going on.
Do whatever the fuck you want. You're just not allowed to leave.
Very well then.
All right, Fred. Thank you very much. I guess we just go back to the tavern and wait this thing out until we find out what's happening, yeah?
Works for me.
All right, let's go back to the tavern and have some apple juice.
Yeah.
I mean, what if it's about... I mean, I won't say that next to the guard, just FYI, Neil. But when
What's
we're
it
alone on the way, I'm gonna say, what if it's about us, though?
Well, we have ways to get out of here.
Yeah,
I think
but
the
if they're
guard's
like,
orders would have been to look out for us, not just to make sure no one leaves the island.
Well, yeah, they probably
is
don't
still
do
possible.
visits.
But I
is
think
definitely-
that's what they would have said.
We should just be careful, though.
All right. Neil, I'm going to autocast Be Careful on... just right now.
When you guys get back to your tavern, you see there are 2 guards standing outside of it. Like you're walking down the street, and you see 2 soldiers
Out of the tavern or the room?
in front of the tavern, still in the street.
Do they
Well, I
have
guess-
like the insignia of the King's Guard or anything that we notice?
No. But
I
you're
just
pretty
kind
far
of-
away.
I've seen a lot of these guards, so I'm just kind of still just nonchalantly walking towards them, trying to get in the tavern, I guess.
I'm trying to stay back a little bit, like just putting my hood up and like chilling.
Well, are you walking
watching-
with the party or not walking with the party?
I'm gonna just stay behind a little bit and watch what happens.
How far is a little bit?
10 feet.
Okay, so you
No,
walk,
like 20 feet, let's say.
like 20 feet behind the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Okay. None of us noticed that she dips behind, I guess, because we all just... Or I stride with Vincent. I don't know about Breger.
Yeah.
Breger?
I'll be right behind Vincent.
Okay. So you guys start to approach, and as you come up to the door, the guards say, "Halt! No one is allowed entrance."
What's going on, friend?
And he looks at you, and then he kind of starts to put a hand on his sword and says, "I think you are under arrest, sir." And by under
Well,
arrest, I mean
let me-
wanted for questioning.
Yeah. You think so, so let me know when you confirm this. I'd like a flagon of apple juice while I wait, then.
Go on inside.
Sounds good.
Kind of like nods that way. Okay. Do you go in?
Yeah.
Rest of the party?
I walk in.
I go in.
As I walk in, I'm kind of looking
Abigail?
around to see... Yeah, and I don't see Abigail with us.
Do you go in,
I'm-
Abigail?
I'm gonna try to, like, since we stayed at that inn, would I know if there's, like, a way out from, like, behind or the sides?
The kitchen has its own door.
And is there, like, people around? If
In
I
the
walk
kitchen?
around. No, like, around that door.
You would have
If
to
I
walk
walk-
around to find out.
I'm gonna walk around.
So you don't go in the front door.
No.
Okay. So you guys go in and you notice Abigail is not coming with you.
I do not mention that aloud. But yeah,
Okay.
I noticed that.
All right, we'll get to Abigail in just a moment then. You guys go in and you see 3 more guards inside this room. One of them is talking to the innkeeper, who is talking to them, and as you guys walk in, like, points at you guys and whispers something to the innkeeper. And the others are just kind of perusing around, looking at stuff.
Evening, friends. I'm told that you have some questions for me.
Yes, we are to take you to the king at once.
Those don't sound like questions.
The king has questions for you.
That's
Neil-
fine. We'll go.
Is anybody addressing myself and Azrael as well, or is it all directed towards Vincent?
It's not really at Vincent. It's kind of at the party in general. It's like you, a swiping motion saying you guys rather than a pointing motion saying you individual. It's the plural you,
Sure.
what we lack here in English.
The usted form.
Don't take me back to those terrible days. All right.
You
Friend will go in peace.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we go. I kind of make jokes like that old rascal wants to see us again so soon. Well, let's go. I'm excited.
Okay. You guys go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I see Abigail at all as I leave?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, shit.
You guys walk out. Abigail, you're looking around for back entrance to this place. Eventually, you find the kitchen door, and there are a couple of people outside of it. Someone that looks to be like a cook talking to someone that looks like a milkmaid, and they're having a conversation.
I'm gonna go talk to them.
As you approach, they kind of get quiet, and then as you stop and are about to start a conversation, they get a little awkward. What do you say to them?
Hey, do you know what's going on with the city? Like, why are there bells?
I don't know. There's always bells.
Really? Is
Yeah.
that usual? Nobody really cares?
Oh, sometimes we care, sometimes we don't care.
Are we allowed to go in this bar?
You have to use the front door. This is my exit, my entrance.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Sorry. And then I'm like gonna walk back up. Do I see the party or not?
Nope. And you see that there's no guard on the front door.
I'm gonna walk in the bar.
Okay.
That's what someone normal would do.
You walk into the bar. It's pretty empty. There's a bartender behind the counter.
Hey, do you know what happened in there? I thought I saw people walking in and now there's nobody. There was guards here.
What's it to you?
Well, I don't know why the bells are ringing and now everybody's moving around. Just curious what's going on.
Don't people normally move around in a city?
But there was the bells.
Yeah, I don't know what the bells are about.
Interesting. And the people left? Everyone? Is there people still left here? I look around.
What do you mean? Look, there's a guy right over there, and he points to someone who's like sitting down at a table. The hell are you talking about?
How many people are staying here this weekend?
You ask him that?
Yeah.
That's none of your business.
Alright. Well, thanks. And then I'm gonna like head out and start looking around to see if I can find a party, I guess.
Okay, give me a roll on a d20.
JP.
What's up?
Oh, never mind. I got it.
12.
You do not find them.
Okay. So I'm just gonna keep wandering around with my hood up. Like trying to find them. Or like if I see a big grouping of guards, I'm gonna try to like observe it from afar. But casually, like walking by as if nothing was going on.
Okay. Okay, rest of the party. You get walked all the way back to the castle and brought in. And there's a moment of questioning, and then you are brought before the king, who is impatiently pacing on the dais in front of the throne.
Evening, friend. I've been told you need to speak with us.
You three. Where's the fourth one?
We actually lost track of her. We were about to head out of town. We're chasing a lead to Windsail, but she's separated from us. She's on the island, though, I assure you.
What did you do?
We had apple juice, and we were going to go to Windsail.
Don't give me any lip, Prince Longborn. What have you done?
Friend, you're going to have to be more specific. What are you accusing me of? I've done a lot of things.
Exactly what I'm accusing you of.
Like, Vincent, did you bring a waitress back to your room? What is he talking about?
I can't have sex if I tried.
Flat twist?
I'm like, oh, right, that incident. My bad.
King, we're your honored guests. If you have an accusation, please leave it at my feet, and I will tell you whether I have done it or not.
You think it's just coincidence that you show up here, and the very next day, they stop.
What stops?
The voices stop.
I kind of give him one of those. Yeah.
This is the moment when you realize that there's no one else in the throne room except for you and, like, the royal guard. Like, there's no other. Normally, you would have various noblemen or whatnot in, like, at an audience. This is this is different. This is like super private audience with an unusually high count of soldiers.
Friend, if you're hearing voices, I don't know what to say to help you. But if they've stopped talking while we're here, there's a great many things that could mean. It could mean that we have cured you of some ailment. Our presence has calmed or disturbed something. Some ailment that has
ruled our kingdom for hundreds of years. Some ailment that we have used to conquer our foes. I call this no ailment indeed. I call it a gift from the gods, and now it is gone. What have you done?
Where does this voice come from?
Within my head.
King,
I hear it speak to me.
I kind of laugh a tiny bit.
There's a voice in your head that has been ruling these kingdoms, and coincidentally, you're the king. Doesn't this sound... I mean, you should have a voice in your head, and you should rule the kingdom. You're the king, with a conscience.
I'm kind of laughing slightly when he says that he has voices.
He glares at you and says, "Guards, take their things."
No, King, we're not going to be taken down by a king that hears voice in his head. Please call your guards off. We came here willingly and in peace, and we'll be very much so. We'll work with you on this, but I don't know what to answer. I don't know how to tell you. We came here, we asked you questions, and we gave you this message, all of which you believe in. The next day you wake up not hearing voices in your head, and you want to detain us?
I want them back. The guards have stopped at this point. They started to get closer to you, and then they stopped for a moment.
Yeah. King, I hope that we can find a peaceful way of doing this. I really don't want this to come to violence.
Then tell me, what did you do yesterday? I heard that you brought back a bunch of my soldiers and paid for them. I heard you were asking all sorts of questions about the goings-on around here.
Yes. Let me be more truthful, or not even truthful, but more in detail with you then, because it would seem that this is not a joking matter, and I do apologize for being more candid than it seems the situation calls for. Yesterday, I took the guards out to drink because I have been brought to this land on the most important mission, which I hope I don't have to reiterate, but it is to learn of a weapon, and I've come here asking you questions about this weapon and these weapons to kill dragons so that we can free this land of its plight. The guards told me about your history, your great armies, about your rich tradition of a military land, and then I bid them farewell. We went to sleep. Today we woke, and if you were to ask your wizards around in your shops, they would tell you that I have asked more questions about these weapons and their whereabouts. I asked you yourself about these weapons and their whereabouts, and you could not tell me either. That is my single purpose, and that is why we're here, outside of passing along the message that there is a bannerless dark army killing everyone.
So you profess no action or involvement in the seasoning of these voices.
I wish I knew more.
The rules.
I don't know anything about voices that you were listening to.
He looks a little mad with rage at this point. He keeps pacing back and forth and like kind of holding his head and like taking his crown off and like flipping around in his hand. Glares at you guys one more time.
I understand the timing is bad though, and I don't fault you for being quizzical about the newcomers that have come to your land. But I hope you can believe my story, and if not, you can ask Jamal or even the Elven King for our purpose, because they know of our purpose, and they would know not of anything else.
I know your purpose. You've spoken it. You've given me documentation of it. I've heard of it from others. Roll a charisma check, Jeff.
Ta-ta-ta.
Is mine 11 or 12?
It is 13.
12.
I have
21
13 on my character sheet, but okay.
He lost one from the Rod of Terror.
Yeah. They back at it.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
21. Okay. He glares at you guys all and says,
Vincent smiles. Reroll.
"Be gone with you then, but don't you dare leave the city. I may have more questions for you yet."
If we can help, friend, I would love to, but I must ask, for how long do you think to keep us? Because this mission that we're on is very important and it's timely.
Nothing is more important than the safety and security of my kingdom.
That is
even
what our
whatever
mission is,
little
my
petty
friend.
quest you have.
Well, surely you don't mean that. The quest is to save all lands, including yours.
You just kind
There
of
could be
glares at you.
no more noble quest.
Get out.
I bow
Another
and
guard
walk out.
Open the door, and you guys leave.
Do they escort us back, or do we just leave on our own accord?
No, they escort you to the edge of the castle, and then they boot you out.
Okay. I tell the party we should go back to the inn.
Yep. Let's do that. Do you have any idea where Abigail is?
No, apparently she vanished as she tends to do while we were walking towards the inn. Hopefully she'll be there waiting for us or something. I guess we'll have to find out.
Don't ever tell her I said this, but she's one of my favorite people on the entire planet.
And don't tell her I said this, but I think she's a little bit higher than a 5.
I'm like,
Never.
I'm
Never.
like, Breger, shut the fuck up! Breger, don't you fucking start!
A high
That's really-
compliment.
wake up from a
indeed.
dream.
Oh god.
Was it a boat dream or sex dream, Neil?
Oh god.
Nightmare.
All right, we go back to the inn.
I don't
Oh.
see them, right? As I'm wondering.
Well, you said you're wandering the streets
Yeah.
looking for them.
Yeah.
Nope, you don't see them.
Okay. So I'll keep doing that for like a few hours, and let's say when it starts to like be nighttime, I'd go back to the inn eventually, because I need to sleep at some point, I guess.
Okay. By the time you guys get back to the tavern, the inn, and Abigail's not there, what do you guys do?
I guess we just wait. I don't want to.
This must be kind of our central location, so hopefully she comes back,
Yeah.
but we can't very well go out looking for her, I don't think.
Do I have writing utensils or anything on me, Neil?
Yeah.
I pull out a piece of paper, and is there anyone around us?
Yeah.
Okay.
You.
But could they see me write something down if I passed a note to the rest of the people?
They would see that you were writing,
But they
possibly.
wouldn't see what it
wouldn't
is.
see- No.
So I write on the note, do not talk about last night verbally. And I slip the note to Vincent and then slip it over to Breger. And then kind of just nod at them as they read it.
Yep. Nod back.
I take the piece of paper and eat it. So there's no dreams.
Okay. It
I
tastes
kind of
pretty
dip it in the
terrible.
sauce on the table. I'm just like, oh, just eating it very slowly.
Okay. Eventually, Abigail comes back as the sun starts to set.
As I see them, I do kind of but then I like stop and like act super normal. I'm like
I kind of motion.
sitting at a table, like next to them, but not talking to them, like casually.
The king had questions for us about voices in his head and how they stopped since last night. We told him that, of course, we know nothing about it, and he's asked that we stay on the island until an unforeseen time, so that's where we're at, Abigail.
I see. I was trying to cover our backs, but it kind of turned out poorly. I guess, I don't know, in the future, how do you guys feel about what I did? Last
You've
time
saved our lives before, Abigail, because
yeah,
of such
that's
a
what
move,
I figured, so...
Trust your instincts.
Okay.
She did?
Yeah, the night she murdered everyone in their sleep.
He
Oh,
says
yeah.
to himself,
Yeah.
not out loud.
Yeah. I forgot
I
about
thought it
that.
was like the sword talking or the hammer.
She got like 23 of her 30 kills in one night. Hacking everyone to bits in their sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna be episode 2 of Prison Break, yeah, Prison Break.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, so Neal, we're just kind of chill, sipping apple juice, and that was the conversation we had. We passed that note, and we're just waiting.
Okay, well, everyone's back together now.
We can
JP, is it
leave.
break time?
Yeah, I mean, it's been an hour.
Perfect.
Sure.
Cool. All right, that was hour number 2. One more hour to go here on week number 32, so stay with us. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Thanks for watching, everyone.
See you soon.